They say the woman in the mist used to be alive, that she had a name, a family, a house on the edge of Briarwood Swamp in northern Louisiana. But no one remembers those details anymore. People only remember the fog, the cold, creeping fog she brings with her whenever she appears. I didn't believe the stories until I saw her myself. And now I'm writing this because I don't know how much time I have left before the mist reaches my door again. It started 3 weeks ago. My YouTube channel focuses on abandoned places and strange disappearances in the American South. Locals in Briarwood told me about an area they refused to enter, a stretch of swamp they called the Gray Mile, because no matter the weather, no matter the season, a thick, colorless fog hung low along the water, swallowing sound and light. I thought it was just a natural phenomenon, a warm swamp beneath cold air, easy enough to explain. But when I first stepped through the tree line, the air didn't feel natural. It felt dead, heavy, like walking into a basement that had been shut for 50 years. The mist settled on my clothes instantly. Wet, cold, too cold. I filmed everything, narrating as I went, but the audio came out strange, muted, distant, like I was talking through a pillow. Even my own footsteps sounded muffled. After 15 minutes of walking, I found something in the mud. A shoe. A woman's shoe, torn in half, laces ripped clean off. A few steps farther, I found a scarf snagged on a cypress root. Then a jacket. Then a set of car keys. It looked like someone had been running through the swamp while stripping pieces of clothing from their body. Then I found the house. A rotting cabin half sunken into the water. The wooden boards absorbed the mist like they had been drinking it for decades. Through the open doorway, I saw a table, a few chairs, and a broken mirror leaning sideways against the wall. But the mirror, that thing was wrong. Its surface was clear, too clear. Not fogged, not cracked, not dirty. It reflected perfectly, like it was new. Except there was something in it with me. Behind my reflection stood a woman. Her skin was pale gray, stretched too tightly across her face. Her eyes were missing only hollow. Mist-filled sockets stared back, and her mouth hung slightly open, trembling like she was whispering through teeth that were no longer there. Her hair dripped water in long strands that reached almost to the floor. And worst of all, she wasn't in the room with me, only in the mirror. I turned around instantly. Nothing, just the empty doorway. When I looked back at the mirror, she was standing closer, only a few inches behind my reflection, and her hand, thin, wet, shaking, was reaching for my shoulder. I staggered backward. My camera fell into the water with a splash, but I didn't pick it up. I ran. The fog thickened behind me. I swear it chased me, curling around my legs like hands trying to pull me under. I didn't look back until I reached the tree line, and that's when I saw her, only for a second, a tall, skeletal shape barely visible through the fog. Her face, or what was left of it, was tilted upward like she was sniffing the air. Her hands hung crooked, as if her bones had softened. Then the mist pulled her back, swallowing her whole. I returned to my hotel, shaking so hard I couldn't hold a glass of water without spilling it. I tried reviewing my footage, but half of it was static, and the rest had corrupted. The only clear part was one frame, just one. A pale face pressed against the camera lens. No eyes, just fog. Since that day, The mist has followed me. It leaks into places it shouldn't: bathrooms, hallways, elevators. I wake up at night to find a thin gray layer swirling around my bed like it's alive. And sometimes when I breathe, I swear I inhale something that isn't air. Last night was the worst. I was editing a new video when I saw movement in the reflection of my laptop screen. Something behind me. I froze. Slowly I turned my head. The entire room was filled with fog, and she was standing in the corner. Her head twitched in small, jerky movements, as if her neck were struggling to remember how to hold itself up. Her fingers brushed the floor, bending at angles that made my stomach twist. She stepped forward once, and the lights went out. I don't remember getting to my car. I just remember driving, fast, too fast, watching my rearview mirror as the mist spilled out of my house and into the street like a living thing hunting something it had already marked. Me. Now I'm at a motel 2 states away. I stuffed towels under the door. I turned the heater on full blast. I haven't slept, but the room is getting cold. A few minutes ago I saw my breath. There's a mirror in this room across from the bed. I covered it with a towel. I'm trying not to look at it, because I know the rules now. She doesn't just live in the mist. She uses reflections to find you. I can hear the wind outside, but the weather report says the air is dry, the sky is clear. No fog anywhere in the area. Not for hundreds of miles. And yet something is creeping under the door, slow, soft, gray. She's here. And if you see mist tonight, if you wake up and your room feels colder than it should, if you glance at a window and swear someone is standing on the other side, don't look. Don't breathe. Don't move. Because she's searching for someone new to replace the life she lost. And if she finds you, you'll breathe the mist too.